Is it time to buy or sell iShares Silver Trust ETF? In this video, we will explore the iShares Silver Trust in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 16th of October, 2025. And now we are here to offer you an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You certainly do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analyses for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 20th of August, 2025, our system has ranked iShares Silver Trust as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the ETF has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 42.81% since we first recommended purchasing iShares Silver Trust 41 days ago. This equates to an average return of 1.04% per day since it was designated as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the following trading day. Considering the recent developments, we cannot ascertain the ETF's next movement as it may go in either direction. The exchange-traded fund has broken through a strong upward trend in the short term, indicating an even more robust rate of increase ahead. Should there be any pullback, support will now exist at the threshold of the previously broken trend, which is at $47.83. This level may present a second opportunity for significant gains. According to fan theory, $53.65 will be the next potential peak for this trend, serving as a resistance level that might not be easily surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of 36.17% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging from 16.33% to 32.45%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 40.77%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from a decrease of 2.63% to an increase of 27.29% over the coming year. In practical terms, this would suggest a future price range between $47.88 and $62.59. Our latest daily update for iShares Silver Trust includes the headline, iShares Silver Trust ETF price up 1.74% on Thursday. The iShares Silver Trust ETF price gained 1.74% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 16th of October, 2025. The price rose from $48.33 to $49.17. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated 2.6%, hitting a low of $48 and a high of $49.25. The price has increased in 8 of the last 10 days and is up by 15.61% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has also increased on this day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator. A total of 7 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day. In total, 48 million shares were exchanged for approximately $2.35 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $49.25, while the lowest price was $26.19. Currently, the price is 0.16% or 8 cents below the 52-week high of $49.25, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. Silver's recent rally is shaping the narrative for SLV today. Prices have reached new all-time highs, fueled by consistent demand for safe haven assets and increasing interest from retail investors, everyday sellers, and institutional buyers. Despite reports of consumers flooding the market with physical silver, which has created short-term selling pressure, market participants note that this supply has not been sufficient to suppress prices, keeping SLV well supported. Elevated volatility is evident, driven by headlines regarding potential squeezes and speculation. Additionally, optimistic forecasts from major banks and calls to increase allocations to precious metals are adding to the momentum. In the short term, anticipate SLV to mirror the sharp fluctuations in spot silver. Ongoing safe haven flows and momentum buying are likely to lift the ETF, while bursts of profit-taking or significant retail selling could lead to swift pullbacks. Looking further ahead, Sustained demand from institutional investors, limited physical availability, and rising allocations to metals are expected to support higher net asset value for SLV. However, regulatory scrutiny, shifts in interest rates, or a return to a risk-on sentiment remain critical downside risks to consider. Analysts have assigned the iShares Silver Trust ETF a general neutral rating. They consider the price-to-earnings ratio to be neutral, while the price-to-book ratio is rated as strong buy. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have awarded the ETF a buy rating. The following signals have been identified for iShares Silver Trust. The iShares Silver Trust ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is anticipated at levels of $46.61 and $40.89. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, August 19, 2025, and so far it has increased by 45.17%. Further upward movement is expected until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume is rising alongside the price, which is regarded as a favorable technical indicator. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 42 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 10 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 21 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 43 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 41 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 131 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal from 171 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for iShares Silver Trust. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $45.43 and $44.71. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline towards the next support point. In this case, iShares Silver Trust finds support just below today's level at $45.43. If this is breached, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $44.71 and $44.56. This exchange-traded fund may experience significant movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the fund fluctuated by $1.25 between its high and low, representing a change of 2.60%. Over the last week, the fund has had an average daily volatility of 2.45%. Before we delve into the potential favorable trading levels for iShares Silver Trust, let us briefly examine some key fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate either diminished expectations for the company's future performance or suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, which could represent a viable buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for iShares Silver Trust. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the exchange-traded fund could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may want to enter a position and use volume to help determine when to exit. On the downside, iShares Silver Trust encounters its first support level at $45.43. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $47.55, reflecting a decrease of 3.3%. This exchange-traded fund experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a considerable level of risk. The 14-day Relative Strength Index stands at 85, further elevating this risk. Additionally, we observe a buy signal stemming from a pivot bottom identified 41 days ago. Is iShares Silver Trust ETF a good buy? iShares Silver Trust presents several positive indicators. However, these are not sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is advisable to view it as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors should either maintain their positions or accumulate more shares while awaiting further developments. Upon analyzing the volatility and price movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Friday, the 17th of October, we anticipate that iShares Silver Trust will open lower by 363 of a dollar, starting trading at $48.81. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you agree to be responsible for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.